Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Gophers will put total leather to crank us up. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground, and they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands, it's Smith. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He wants to throw here on second down. Snags it! Touchdown, Boilermakers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Purdue!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now on first down from the 43. He wants to throw. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. Third down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. Purdue, 14, Minnesota, 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Get set, get set. Gorilla, gorilla. Gaucho.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on second down. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll be brought down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on fourth down. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Purdue.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He's going to pass. Going for it all. Makes the grab down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Branch. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to it. It's caught downfield. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to find his man on first down. Buys a little time. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same calls. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning.
And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. Were able to come away with a pick.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll throw it on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had in the last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Quickly complete. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
On the set.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. They're working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They keep attacking through the air. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
On the ready.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
Fire.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Purdue! And the stomping has commenced. like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
And it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field source.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it on the left. Open runway ahead. The 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Fast motion from the offense.
Alert. Unlock. Check. Black 24. Black 24.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Minnesota.
Ready?
And the Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards. Makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The snap sets up the throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Coming after it. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know he wanted that pick 6, but the offense is in business.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 4 over UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Easy.
He'll try it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's at the 50. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Points for the defense.
So this likely just to get the final score a little bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll go for 2 here. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Successful. And makes the score Purdue 35. Minnesota.
First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So after stumbling around a bit early,